Greetings and Happy New Year! We made it to 2026. We are starting the year off with a trip to Greece, the land of myth, philosophy, democracy, and castles. Follow me as I climb around a few citadels and explore some ruins on the Peloponnesian Peninsula. At the top of the hill is Palamidi Fortress in the Greek city Nafplio. The fortress was constructed in the 18th century during Venetian presence in Peloponnese. Now it is perched over 200 meters above the city and the Argolic Gulf. Nafplio is a coastal city that briefly served as a capital of the newly independent Greek state between years 1823 to 1834. Nafplio dates back to the Bronze Age. Over its long history, it was part of the Argos city-state and Byzantium. It was owned by the Franks, captured and recaptured by Venetians and Ottomans.
Ow. Ow. Shit.
Venetian Republic and the Ottoman Empire were both expansionist powers. Between 15th and 18th centuries, Venice and Istanbul fought 7 wars. For Venice, the control of the aquatic trade routes and ports in Adriatic and Aegean seas was important for its prosperity and political influence. In 1389, Venetians came into control of Nafplio. In 1540, Ottomans defeated Venetians and captured the city. In 1686, Venetians were back in now Ottoman Morean Coast, only to lose the town to the Ottomans in 1715. It's during Venetians' second presence that the Palamidi Fortress was constructed. The construction of the fortress at the top of the Palamidi Hill began in 1711. Venetians realized that any potential control of the hill that towered over Nafplio and its harbor gave the enemy, and in this context it would be the Ottomans, the upper hand during any battles or potential attacks. French military engineer La Salle was in charge of the building process. The fortress consisted of 8 bastions. The design of the bastions allowed the defense of the citadel even if one or a few of the bastions were captured. The bastions initially had Italian names, then Ottoman ones. Now the bastions bear Greek names and are as follows: Robert, Agios Andreas, Leonidas, Miltiades, Epaminondas, Phocion, Themistocles, and Achilles. We finally reach Robert, a small bastion about halfway between the foothill and the fortress proper. It is the closest bastion to Nafplio. Marshall Tower is a small keep. The landing of Robert Bastion provides commanding view of the town and the bay. The purpose of such bastion would be to provide artillery cover should the enemy try to disrupt the supply route between the fortress and Nafplio. The bastion takes its name after François Robert, a Frenchman who fought alongside Greeks during the War of Independence and who died during the siege of Acropolis in 1827. We ascended the 999 steps and entered Andreas Bastion, the oldest part of the fortress. Andreas consists of 2 leveled rampart with casemates, gun magazines, parade ground, and a cistern. The entrance gate is crowned by the Venetian lion. The parade ground offers commanding views. Church of St. Andrew is located within this bastion. In 1822, the Palamidi Fortress was taken by Greeks on November 30th, the feast day of St. Andrew. Thus, the church and the bastion are appropriately named after the first apostle. Now let's descend into the cistern. It was filled by the rainwater. A system of elaborate channels and aqueducts diverted the flow of the water from the collection surfaces all around the fortress. Let's step inside the casemate and experience the life of the garrison that guarded this fortress. We are now approaching Fort Leonidas, a bastion tasked with guarding the northeastern approach to Palamidi and Nafplio. Inside is another cistern, not the aqueducts, aiding the collection of the rainwater. Fort Miltiades protected the southern and eastern approaches to Palamidi. It is considered to be the strongest and strategically the most powerful of the 8 bastions. Miltiades contained the prison within its casemates. The most renowned prisoner was Greek general Theodoros Kolokotronis, a hero of the Greek War of Independence. In 1822, as the Greeks took over Palamidi Fortress, Kolokotronis was set to ride up the Palamidi staircase on a horse to hoist the Greek flag over the citadel. By 1830s, Kolokotronis fell in opposition to the Bavarian dynasty of Wittelsbach, which ruled Greeks from 1832 to 1862. Kolokotronis was convicted of the treason and sentenced to death. He was imprisoned at Fort Miltiades for 2 years before being pardoned. We pass Fort Themistocles, gulf-facing bastion. Its cannons ready to blast approaching enemy ships. We then proceed to Fort Achilles, an appropriately named bastion, in that it proved to be the weakest point of the fortress. In 1715, Ottomans launched successive assault on Palamidi, capturing it, and Nafplio from Venetians. It's said that the narrow passage between Achilles and Themistocles bastions caused stampede as the Venetian defenders of the fortress fled when Ottomans breached the fortress from the south. It eventually led to the panic, and Venetians fled from each successive bastion. Slightly over 100 years later, in 1822, it were the Greeks who attacked Palamidi at Achilles, chasing away the Turks. Greek assault party numbered only 350 men. With Athens remaining under control of Istanbul until 1833, Nafplio was chosen as the capital of the newly independent Greek state. Access to the sea, as well as imposing Palamidi Fortress that shielded the town from any potential attacks from inland, made Nafplio an appropriate choice for the temporary capital. Following the independence, the city did not enjoy peace. In 1831, Ioannis Kapodistrias, the head of Greek government, was assassinated at Nafplio, resulting in a civil war and eventual ascension of Wittelsbach dynasty as a ruling Greek dynasty. As you can tell, this is a massive fortress. After 4 hours, I still felt like I have not explored every nook and cranny within its strong walls. Hope you enjoyed this video, and please stay tuned, as we'll have more castles in the Greek peninsula to explore. Anyway, thank you and Happy New Year!